Imagine this, you're decoding a cipher machine, minding your own business, when suddenly you hear a heartbeat. You think it's the hunter, so you run to the nearest window. But wait, where's the hunter? You look back and you see your teammate running towards you with the hunter hot on their heels. They get hit, you get hit, and now your teammate is on the chair next to your cipher machine. Congratulations, your team made one of the most common mistakes in Identity V. This is something that happens way too often in this game. Survivors don't pay attention to where their teammates are when they're kiting, and they end up bringing the hunter straight to them. This is a huge no-no, especially if the cipher they're interrupting is almost done. With the new chat bubble feature recently added to the game, you can easily see who's decoding and how much progress they have, and also exactly where they are. So use this new tool to help your team be just a little bit more coordinated. Of course, in some situations, you might want to kite towards a teammate who can harass the hunter or who can body block for you, but most of the time it's better to go down somewhere else, away from the ciphers. It might seem like a bad idea to get downed a little earlier than usual, but trust me, it's better than ruining your teammates' decoding or risking the health of a rescuer. Speaking of decoding, there's another mistake that I see often in my commentary streams where I watch people play IDV matches live. This problem is when survivors get obsessed with finishing the last cipher machine that the hunter is of course guarding. They keep on trying to sneak in and decode it, then distract the hunter to come in so somebody else can decode it, often due to the fact that there are no other cipher machines with progress on them. This is a terrible strategy from the survivors that only gives the hunter more time and more opportunities to down and share survivors. What you need to do is you need to split up and work on different ciphers when there's only one left. Don't think that just because you're decoding safely while your teammates are kiting that the hunter won't just teleport to you and knock you down. Because if they do, you're back to square one with a shared survivor and a guarded cipher machine. The hunter can't be everywhere at once.
Well, unless you're dealing with Dream Witch, I guess.
Oh, be quiet, Nerdy Phoenix. Anyway, so make them choose between going to one cipher machine or the other cipher machine. That way you'll have a better chance of popping one and opening the gates. Another place where a lot of mistakes happen is the rocket chair. The survivors who come to rescue can make or break the match, depending on how they do the rescue. One of the worst things you can do is farming your teammate. That's when you rescue them without Tide Turner and let them be downed again straight away. This gives the hunter free hits and downs as well, and reduces the time your teammates have to decode and escape, I guess, as well. It's basically just handing the hunter a free win at this point. That's why you need to have someone with Tide Turner to rescue first if the hunter is camping or proxy camping.
That being when a hunter is guarding a rocket chair from a distance.
Thank you, Nerdy Phoenix. That was actually quite useful. Rescuing with Tide will give you more time to decode and escape, and avoid a double down situation where the hunter knows where everyone is. Especially if this is in the early game, as there are probably too many ciphers for one survivor to decode, as their teammate goes in to rescue the recently chaired two other survivors. Speaking of Tide Turner, there's another mistake that I see a lot of survivors do. It's when they don't leave the basement when they get rescued. They stay there, hoping that the hunter will hit one of them and let the other one go. But guess what? That rarely works. The hunter will just chair them in basement again, or will chair the person who just came down to rescue. And that will make it harder for the next rescue, and the next one, and the next one. The basement is essentially the hunter's playground, and you don't want to be there. If you have Tide Turner, you should leave the basement as soon as possible after being rescued. Don't wait for the hunter to come down or drop down on you, just run away as far as you can from the basement. And it doesn't matter if you get hit on your way out. Getting chaired outside is way better than getting chaired inside. It gives your team a better chance to save you on the second rescue, and also possibly turn the whole game around. And one more thing that you can do to help you avoid the basement is by calling it out early game. Sometimes survivors don't know where the basement is, and they'll kite towards it by mistake. If you specifically spawn near one of the two basement locations, go there for a few seconds and check if it's there. If it is, ping it. That way they'll avoid a kiting in that area, and that will probably fill your recent match list with a lot less losses. I also find that survivors often rescue after half because of a massive mistake that they're making. To find out what that mistake is, check out this video that's on the screen right now.